Morning. Whew. All right. We are doing another farm video today. Since the last time I talked to you guys, I did receive most of the parts for the combine head. Since then, I have changed all the bars on the reels. You can see the old ones down there. I put new knives on. I've added all the new tucker fingers in the auger. You can see all the old parts. That's the new sheet metal for this floor. But I can't put that on until I get the new stone dams. And the stone dams are right here. These are the old stone dams. They go right here, and then the new floor tucks into there and bolts to this. And then all the rest of the guards and plates and everything gets bolted through those two holes. I ordered a new stone dam, which is a taller one. It should be about that tall. And what that does is prevent, like if I'm going along cutting, because these cut so close to the ground, in thick beans, you don't necessarily see all the rocks. So a lot of times rocks will go in here, get sucked into the combine, and it creates a lot of damage. So I upgraded to the taller stone dam to prevent a lot of the rocks going into the head. We'll see if it works. It is being built right now. It's being built out of a company down in Louisville, Kentucky, and they're supposed to be shipping it off in the next couple days to us. So at this current time, I'm at a standstill on this head until I get the new stone dam or the aerial parts that I ordered come in. I haven't received a call saying they're in yet. I'm gonna rebuild this whole thing. I have some belts here. The belts inside there are showing some wear, so I want to change those belts. Well, in order to change those belts, you got to disassemble everything. And I figured while I had everything disassembled, I'm going to put the new bearings in place, because there's 5 bearings, and for the cost of bearings, I would much rather just replace them while I have it apart, rather than trying to do it and have downtime during harvest. I figure they're already going to be apart, might as well replace them. So I got new bearings, new belts, a new one of these tubes coming, and then I have 3 of these down spouts coming. So as soon as that gets here, I can work on that part. So at the current time, the head is on hold for right now. I do need to pull the header cart into the shop and check the wheel bearings, grease them, check tire pressure, grease the cart itself, and then that cart is done. The corn head is already done. I did not grease that header cart. The Kenworth is done, other than it needs new rear brakes. I need to go get new rear brakes. The Freightliner needs to get serviced, and both semi-trailers need to get serviced, and I think one of them needs new brakes. The other one needs the bearings on the doors on the bottom replaced. So I got to do that yet, and then I think we are ready for harvest. We're getting down to nitty-gritty stuff that just needs to be done. Once the head is the biggest thing that I had to get done. That head was a major ordeal, and it still is. But once that's completely rebuilt, that should be like a brand new head, and we should be good to go. I also need to go around and do a crop tour. I haven't went around and looked at the crops lately, other than the few fields around here, and everything seems to be turning fast. And I think it's because of where the sun's positioned in the sky, and we haven't had rain in like 2 weeks here, so everything is really dry. I think that's a factor on everything changing fast. I mean, even the trees are changing fast. But harvest is fastly approaching, and we got to get this equipment done. I'm confident it will be done in time. It's just a matter of getting parts here and get them going. So I think the first thing I need to do today is clean up my mess I got going on here. Move this back, clean this mess up, pull the header cart in, do those wheel bearings real quick, and then probably work on this Freightliner. And once these are done, once the Freightliner's done, I can hook them to trailers and start backing trailers in and getting trailers up and going while I'm waiting for this stuff. I got the majority of the mess cleaned up, and I pulled the header cart in. I had a wheel bearing go out a couple years ago on this wheel right here, the header cart, and ended up putting new wheel bearings in there. And I just jacked up that side. That side spins nice. That side spins nice, and then I jacked up this one, and look at this. I'm thinking them wheel bearings are bad. And this tire is bad also. Look at that. This is one item that we cannot go without, because this is how we transport the head to each field for harvest. So this trailer has to be in good working order. I have a feeling I'm going to pull that tire off and pull the hub apart and see if the bearings are bad or if they're just dry and needs to be greased. Chances are I'm going to end up putting new bearings in there, just because even if they do run dry, the bearings, and I grease them, chances are the bearings got some wear on them that just not safe. I almost slipped up and said a bad word there, didn't I? All right, it's a parts run. I'm going to get a couple new wheel bearings. I'm going to go order 4 new tires for this thing. And then as I was getting in the truck here, the John Deere dealer called and said my air reel parts are in. So I'm going to grab those while I'm out and about. Today has definitely been one of those days. I went to the auto parts store, got the bearings I needed, got home, or got back to the farm here, opened the box, and it's the wrong bearing in the box. So someone like swapped bearings. So I had to go back, get the correct bearing, and so I got back, finished that, decided I'd change the oil in the Freightliner here, and well, I spilled a little bit on the floor. When I say a little bit, about a gallon. And we're out of oil dry and kitty litter, so I had to use scoop up dirt from the floor back there and throw it on here to absorb the spill. It's one of those days. Gotta love it. Now I gotta see if I have fuel filters for this truck. We don't put a lot of miles on these trucks. Like last year, I just checked the odometer. We put 2,400 miles on this truck last year during harvest. So I did not change the fuel filters last year. So this year I have to change the fuel filters, so I need to go up and see if I have fuel filters sitting around or if I gotta go get some. Haha, I have filters. My phone's ringing. I'm gonna put you guys down and see who's calling. Potential spam. We don't care about that. I did manage to get my air reel parts while I was out running around. So this box and this box are my aerial parts. So we can get back to working on the head probably tomorrow. I gotta show you guys this. This truck's been sitting in the barn all winter, all summer. And I got a mouse nest built in the light. How's it even get in? I don't even know how to clean it out. Look at this. Whatever. I really never thought I'd see the day that I have to dismantle a headlight to get a mouse nest out. They literally serve no purpose. Mice all need to die. Now I know they're not supposed to come apart, but I had to get that mouse nest out of there and wash the inside of this thing. So I'm going to clean this up, get it out of here, get it all cleaned up, and then I can basically I'm going to re-tar that back end. Because it seems like that's what they got is tar. We have some really good butyl caulk. Maybe I'll put that in there and reseal it. Ew, dookie. This might be a job for Super Clean. I also need to figure out why this headlight is not working. The bulbs look good. I have not put a test light on them yet to find out if I'm getting power through the wire. I'm afraid a mouse chewed a wire somewhere, and I'm gonna have to chase that down and figure it out. But we shall see. Alright guys, I think I'm in the video here because it's almost 5 o'clock now, and I need to clean some stuff up around here so I can go home. Alright guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.